G'day. Can I say thanks to my old friend Director Stephanie for the invitation to join you folks at your zone to talk about a new area of focus, the area that relates to the environment. Do you have heroes? Do you have Rotary heroes? Because I certainly do. And one of them was president of Rotary International in 1990-91. He was a fellow from Brazil called Paulo Costa, and he had as one of his programs Preserve Planet Earth. And they did wonderful work. And then after that, we heard nothing much in Rotary terms about the environment for quite some time. And when I was given the honour of being president in the great year of 2017-18, I'm a lifelong environmentalist, and I'm proud of that. I wear the description of greenie, that pejorative for most people. I wear that as a badge of honour, and I was determined that that we would have some aspect of Rotary activity offered to the Rotary world with an environmental focus. Something simple like planting one tree for every Rotarian. And that was really well received and well adopted by the Rotary world. And that was part of making a difference. And my successors, Barry and Mark, also picked up the environmental theme to in different ways, shall we say. So we had a bit of momentum. And then in October last year, the incoming now chairman of the trustees of the Rotary Foundation, Ravi Ravindran, who was in fact the catalyst to the implementation of Rotary within the trust, within the Rotary Foundation, and he deserves absolute recognition for that. He moved a motion that the trustees allow environmental activities as part of their area of focus activity, our project activity. And this was universally agreed and unanimously adopted by the trustees. But the question became, how do we adopt that? What do we do? Do we absorb it into an existing area of focus? Do we amalgamate some areas of focus? Do we have a seventh area of focus? What do we do? So, of course, it's Rotary, and we had a task force. And the task force was 4 trustees, 1 director, 1 Rotaractor, and I had the honour and privilege of being the chairman of that. We took submissions from our Rotary Action Group, SRAG, from a couple of academics, from experts in the field, discussed it over 3 meetings and a lot of very intense discussion, and agreed again unanimously, both for the task force and the members of staff who were assisting us. We all unanimously agreed that we should have a 7th area of focus. That was then unanimously agreed again by the trustees when we made the submission to them, and the board of directors of Rotary International again unanimously agreed to our request that it should be a 7th area of focus, effective from the 1st of July next year. So far so good. The next thing we had to do was have an area of focus statement. Now, these statements are really important because they determine what will be covered within an area of focus, and possibly, even more importantly, what will not be covered in project terms. So what you can have in a global grant or what you can't. We've gone backwards and forwards a little bit on that. The trustees considered it at our last meeting, excuse me, and had some more questions, so it's gone back to the task force. We are looking at it again to resolve some of these issues. It will go to the trustees at our September meeting, so I think it's not long after you are hearing this. So I was really pleased, I have to say, at the response from the Rotary world. I've been inundated with responses from from folks saying about time, how important it is, etc., etc. And I think it is too. I think this is a very exciting time for the Rotary Foundation and Rotarians more broadly, because this is the first change that there's been to the areas of focus since it was adopted, 7 years ago or thereabouts. So I think it's important. And one of the things that we said when making the submission to the trustees, it should, and we believe it will, make Rotary service more attractive to younger people, because younger people seem to care more about the environment than maybe older folks. But that's not why we're doing it. It's a fringe benefit. We're doing it because it's the right thing to do. So we really do have to consider that looking after our environment and looking after the sustainability of the planet on which we live is a really important thing, and Rotarians involve themselves with very important activities. So I leave it to you to discuss. We're looking forward to your support, and if, again, correspondence is any indication, I think we'll be run off our feet by two things: contributions to the major gift initiative that takes place with each of the areas of focus, because many people have said to me that they are happy to donate to that, which is wonderful because we need the money if we're going to do the projects. And secondly, from 1st of July next year, we will have a lot of submissions for or grant requests. And I think that's sort of really important and really exciting as well. Nice to chat to you. I wish I could be online to answer questions and to debate the issues, but as probably Stephanie has told you, it's 3 a.m. in Australia when you're listening to this, and I'm not sparkling at that hour, so easier to do it this way. So look after yourselves, take care, and don't forget, donate to the Rotary Foundation, and look after yourselves. Cheers.